Yes, car wheel. Yeah, hanging is actually not bad for endurance. It's actually not awful. All right, you guys are gonna be here as I try to do a cartwheel without breaking this entire. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, rate that. Did it lag? There we go. Oh my god. Chest boxer is Tyson. I don't know. Tyson is. Now the other side. Still only counts as 1? No, that's whole 5. Does that hurt? Not really, no. Hey Nemo, your wall crash was hilarious. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Yo, I need to stretch out my legs for the other side though. Like, I don't split very often.
Because
hopefully you're not bleeding.
So I did not know I could do this.
That's all right. No big deal.
Wow.
As long as you're not bleeding.
Wait. Are you having
second.
some extra powers?
Yeah. Look at that.
Some powers.
That is a wonderful. Look at that.
What? Can
You've got
someone zoom in,
Yeah.
please? She's a witch.
This will make the Twitter rounds. Trust me.
She's a witch.
This is gonna be viral.
I'm telling you, extra powers.
Look at that.
I didn't know you
didn't
could
even
break
do
the
anything.
glass.
Yeah.
Comfort and so on.
Wait, is it Ribsit a little bit better than Guccio or like?
Well, Guccio evidently is. He is definitely one of the strongest players in the tournament.
So we just go with Guccio for all. Don't worry. I'll make sure I friend zone him on chess.com. Don't even sweat it. I'll make sure he gets friend zone in front of 50k people. Yeah, it's friend zone Friday. Like I literally, okay, do you guys know the story? So the other day I was just streaming. I was doing like a thing with my friends, right? And like I was just wanting to tell my friend about how fix this in a different way so I don't sit so slanted. Or I can move my camera more this way. Yeah, it's because this is not an omnidirectional mic, and it's I currently don't have it set up the way I used to have it set up, so it's like a little bit difficult because of that. But I can just, you know what? I can just move this all the way here, and then I could sit slanted. That's fine. All right, this is like we're slowly getting there. I probably have to fix it from a different angle. It's like hurricanes in Florida. Okay, as long as they are not like too serious, I think we'll be fine. I mean, I don't want chat to complain. So maybe this is like okay. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all for coming. Bye. Are puzzles working? I need to warm up with puzzles. Also, I want a new Title Tuesday. Every company needs a professional ship poster. Yo, if I ever get hired professionally, that's what I'm gonna... Guys, fuck this. I'm going back to sleep. Yo, this is not it, guys. This is not it. I don't want to play chess anymore. This game is too hard.
Yeah.
You saw me in your lane. It was
Nice lane.
it's pretty cool, I guess, to play bishop b5. Yeah, no, it's g5.
I mean, bishop b5 is still equal, but Oh no, you can just take my knife.
I can just Czemu krzyku? To jest... Co się panu zrobił?
Nieważne chyba.
What the heck? Wow, wow, wow! What the wow.
Does stream hear it? My mic never picks that up.
Alright, do you decorate for Christmas? Do you guys decorate?
I got a tree today. I thought I wasn't.
So you are.
But we finally did.
Okay, this is just a good one, and I want to. No, I'm gonna save it for later.
What is it?
I'll save it. They were coming up with more ideas that I just saw.
Oh no.
I don't trust these ideas. I'm down, but I trust nothing.
But Tasha's weak. Oof. Oh, je werk diese? I'm being introduced to some scary new culture. I'm not sure what's going on. This is a vibe though, it's a vibe. I can vibe to this, I can dance to this. No skipping, well I can't skip. Oh, I can. It's fine. We're already here now. We'll watch the cutscene, I guess. Real boss time, let's go. What? Wait. Why does my controller rumble?
How are you? Are you Korean?
Alright, we're gonna just not engage with strangers. Alright, take care. Bye. No? What? Was she offline? I'm so confused. Did I use the wrong one? Uh-oh. Did I? I'm so confused. Are we still here? Okay, well. Oh, she's raiding me? Oh my gosh. We just went the other. Oh my god, reverse. Alright, hello everyone. Hope you guys are all doing really well this fine Saturday afternoon. Hopefully you're all able to see and hear me. We got the lovely one and only AkaNemsko, who has decided to show up for work today. What a good kitty cat. Look what I have for you. As thanks for showing up to work. A little treat! A little treat for the cat. I actually had to bait him in for the stream because he was refusing to move outside, but we got him in. So AkaNemsko says Happy New Year as well. Actually, he does not say that. He's probably saying I hate you all. Give me more treats, but it is what it is. So yeah, hope you guys are all having an awesome start to your year. AkaNemsko sighting. He's very cute. And it's also, today is the day that we are doing subs versus subs. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think he drives views. I feel like he at least gets a couple more people in, every time. I mean, look at him. He's adorable. How can you say no to a cute kitty like that? He's, minus 1500. Because not only would he refuse to make moves on the board, he would also rather choose to bite every single piece once, and then also bite every single player once. So, he would actually incur not only damages to the board, but also damages to the people. So yeah, he's not very well suited for a game like this. But I had taught him how to like push pieces and like push poker chips. He would also lay in the middle of the board. This is also very true. He's definitely a personality, as they call it in the industry, but he understands how to push pieces, sort of. He just, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, today we're going to have, yeah, he's a bit of a diva. I mean, he's also very much a cat. It's not complicated or anything. Bro is literally just a cat. A cat, very cat-like cat. Actually, he's not even that cat-like sometimes, but yeah, he's great. He's fun. So, sub sandwiches versus submarines. I love that. He's a ferocious beast. He's a menace, but he's also a really cute menace. So today we are going to have any sub that wants to participate in subs versus plebs. You guys are welcome to partake in this. And while we're here, because there's probably going to take a little bit for people to come in and get set up and all that good stuff, we are also going to let the very first plebs participate. So if you are a pleb and you want to partake right this second, sorry Kevin, I'm making you basically rewrite that whole message. I'll have you guys, okay, is that better? Sort of. That's a little bit better. Pleb. Yes, indeed. Pleb. Just because it will take a little while for everyone to get accounted for. But usually when we do subs versus plebs, the hope is very, very, very soon that we're going to have a good integration for people being able to play, sign up, and all that stuff. So it'll be more automated. But in the meantime, it would be great if we could, like, all plebs that want to play still need to participate by following the guide up there. Here, I'll just copy paste it really quickly. So, it is subs versus plebs. Sorry. Subs versus subs. But like I kind of mentioned, it will probably take a little while until we have enough people, because we're just pulling in people from the chat right now as we speak. So until we have enough subs, we'll have plebs as well. So we're just gonna pin this message. Yes. Manually unpinned. Okay. But we'll move into subs versus subs once we have enough sub signups. Jeez, it's like a tongue twister. Every single time I say that. It's actually so hard to say. It's actually so crazy. Yeah, he's so cute. He's so cute. Yeah, we'll have Gamba as always, for sure. For sure. So we'll have, we'll spin prizes for subs, obviously, if they win. But if they don't win, read pinned message to sign up. Cool. Hell yeah, Rainbow Night. Oh, actually, speaking of, thank you so much, Benja Duty, for the prime. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Hell yeah. Welcome to the pool party! Yo, we got subs coming in. Hell yeah. Need some DMCA free music in the background really quick. The shoot was good. It was really good. We're going to be prioritizing subs and their matchups. So I'm just letting you know, if you are a pleb, it is going to be a little bit tougher for you to get a game. And by little, I mean quite a lot. Just because usually when we do this, we get 1 million plebs and not nearly enough subs. So, just as an FYI for everyone who's trying to participate. Subs are guaranteed games. Plebs are not. Thank you so much, Taking Back Eden, for the gifted sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I had to move the camera a little bit. Gotta satisfy the paying customers, you know. Alright, let me get our spreadsheet up. Thank you very much, Kevin, for doing all of this. I appreciate it. Whee. I know it's blocking my face right now. Alright, there we go. Still drunk? That's crazy. It's already January 3rd. What if they pay? Well, good on you for choosing one. Good for you. You get what you pay for, exactly. Oh, the champagne was so good. It was so good that I'm thinking about visiting the Champagne region, which, yeah. Yo, what the heck, Lion? Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. That's insane. Bruh, we got some new subs in the chat. If you just got a sub, I'm just letting you know. Great day for you to be signing up for subs versus subs. Today's activity is, in fact, subs versus subs. So thank you. Okay, we'll start matching people up a little bit. So our very first game is going to be Cake Gourmand versus All Signs. We're gonna have Space Viper up next against Golden Boy. And then regardless of your rating, regardless of your status in life, period, you're welcome to participate. Thank you so much, GT Pinto, for the tier 1. Appreciate it. Yo, thank you. Thank you, thank you. The first one is still subs versus plebs, actually, because we're letting people get in here. We're gonna let some people hang out. This is a pool party club type thing, yeah. What with winter gear. With winter gear on. So if you guys can get ready at the aforementioned link, which is also up there, I'll start your game between Cake Gourmand and All Signs. Good luck to Cake. You're our first player of the day. You guys just need to click the link up there. Unless you guys are on your mobile, in which case please do let me know beforehand. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the sauna vibes are oftentimes by, like, lakes and rivers and stuff, so, you know, it's a bit of a pool party. The pool is just a very frozen outdoor lake, but it's still kind of a pool if you think about it. A pool is... a lake is just a pool for a forest. So, you know, that's kind of a thing. But yeah. I can't start any games unless you guys are both available. Yes, and also, if it's cold enough, a pool can become a skating rink. How much fun is that? I feel like that's a good time. Yo, Cloud! 2300. So neither Cake or Signs are online, so I'm gonna try Golden Boy versus... Subs versus plebs. You know what? I kind of like that. It basically is subs versus plebs. You're actually right. Oh, okay. In that case, Golden Boy, can you send Space Viper a challenge, please? Thank you. Appreciate it. And then I'll just follow your game. Working on it? Jeez. Yeah. The wine, the champagne I had specifically the other night came from Chouilly, which I believe is a Côte de Blanc, because it's a Blanc de Blanc. But I could also be wrong. I was not very sober after drinking it. See, whenever I go wine tasting or whenever I try to study wine, by the end of it, it's like, it's gone in and then it's left. it's sometimes so difficult for me to really like understand or like fully comprehend what I am drinking because it's just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's subs versus subs, thug. Subs versus thug. I almost said thugs versus thugs, and that would have been a really bad time. Hey, Lavin, thank you so much for 1,000 bits. Happy New Year. Yo, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Sounds good. Well, your opponent is not online, so I think if Golden Boy, you're online, you guys are just gonna play against each other. Because I have given up on wrangling y'all. If you're not at the aforementioned link in a reasonable amount of time, the game will just start. I will have you know. So Cake is a little lower rated, so I'm gonna give Cake the white pieces. Alright, good luck, guys. It is unrated. Thank you guys for participating. And after this, we're gonna have Rainbow versus King Trop. Over here. And then we'll have Pranav against Alex. Skrillosaurus against GT Pinto. This seems like a little bit better. Ooh, Skrillosaurus is actually exactly the same rating. Okay, I'm gonna actually swap this. So we need somebody of literally 2,300. Yo, what the heck? We're already going into the opening? I mean, we're already going to the middle game? This is wild stuff. This is wild stuff. How do we swap everything off at a 800 versus 600 level within 30 seconds? And we're playing like isolated queen pawn, double pair bishops, double like pair rooks. This is like a queenless middle game. What is this high level chess that we're seeing today on subs versus subs? Technically, anybody can participate, but it seems like a lot of people that are trying to participate on the pleb side don't understand how to. So, if you can figure it out, you're welcome, but if I try to start the game and you're not available on chess.com, then you're going to lose your spot. So please do just read the instructions. Let us know beforehand if you're on your mobile phone. If the game does not start within like 30 seconds of me announcing that it's about your turn, we're just gonna move on to the next pairing so we can keep this flowing. I mean, it's just the pinned message, guys. It's just the pinned message. It's not rocket science. Speaking of rocket science, I actually met somebody today who does mechanical engineering for space shuttles and like rockets and actual stuff. I know, I'm asking a lot from you guys. I'm asking for you to read. If you're struggling in that field, I can't help you, unfortunately. But yeah. I'm just being very respectful of people's time that are participating. I just want to make sure that everybody who wants to participate gets a game. What the frick is happening though? Like how did we get into a pair rooks versus pair rooks endgame? I mean, I know white is down 2 pawns, but like the quality of this chess is still absolutely like mind-blowing. We're 800, guys. 800. We're now in a rook versus rook endgame where the only like difference is that black is up 2 pawns, which is not insignificant, but like it's not insignificant if you're like 1600. These guys, Kate Gourmand 649. 649, yo. That's some wild stuff. That's some really wild stuff. So yeah. I'm not mad. I mean, I think it's the opposite. I'm in awe. I'm in real awe. This is really good chess.
And they both still have 1:12 left on the clock. This could almost be, it's like a dance. You know, they're like dancing with each other. It almost feels scripted, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we have a 2200 to play against Cloud. By the way. Which is cool as well. So if you see yourself on the spreadsheet, you're already in the queue, so don't worry about it. Yo! Look at Black trying to get that weak pawn. Woo! At least White recognized that it was under attack. Okay, so now that it's like subs versus subs, we can't really do will the subs win or will the plebs win. So our new bet is probably going to be, does the left side win or does the right side win? Yeah, Cloud will have to... Oh my gosh! Oh, this is crazy! Cake Gourmand finds the skewer, winning that rook on a5. However, it's no, like, this could still be anybody's game because look at how far pushed up this B pawn is. Dude. This is some wild stuff, and Cake Gourmand has taken the time lead as well in this really tense game between a 649 and a 868. Bro, he found rook takes b2, recognizing that this king will not be back in time to deal with promotion. Oh my gosh. What the hell? If this game was submitted for Guess the ELO, the Guess the ELO rating would be like, I don't know, 1400 or something, 1500. That was insane. Okay, well, congratulations to Cake. It's looking like a very good first game over here for the left side. Wow, insane. Okay, we're gonna start a prediction. Who wins this best of 7? It's gonna be the left side or the right side. So this is the left side, obviously, and this side's the right side. Alright. By the way, this side of the table is just gonna be... What's the opposite color of... It's orange. Orange is the opposite of blue. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know if you guys think about it this way, but... When you think about a color wheel, there's very clearly different sides. So... Okay. Next up, we got Rainbow Knight versus King Trop. I don't know if that made sense to anybody, but I'm a big fan of color theory. So, like, the opposite color for red. If red's up here, it's like, oh my god, why am I blanking on this? I think it's green. I think it's a green color. But anyways, okay. Rainbow Knight versus King Trop. Hope you guys are ready to go. Rainbow Knight is gonna take black. And King Trop's gonna take white. Good luck, guys. It's green. If you look at a color wheel, it's like red is on this side and green's on the other side. Alright. Rainbow Knight probably does know about color wheels. It's true. Okay. It's looking good so far for the subs. And after this game, we're gonna have Alex versus Thug Assassin, AS Money against Hema, Cloud against Shadow Monarch. And then after that, we still need... We don't really have any 200s that are plebs, okay? GT Pinto versus Kaze. So this is gonna be our 6, and then we're gonna have Checky Mate pair up against an 1800, which we don't really have. I guess Kanashi is kind of close. Real Zero, you guys can play against each other. Alright, cool. That kind of works. Alright, sweet. Yo! A lot of maneuvering in this game. Rainbow Knight's actually the one who does not have a knight any longer. Sorry, he still has one knight. He doesn't have the pair knights. Is not living up to their name. Yeah, I've had a lot of ice wine. A ton. I actually have an ice wine in my wine fridge right now that I do want to have at some point. Yeah, that was crazy. So everybody here is a sub except for Shadow. We're just filling in people as they come. So if you are a sub, you're 100% guaranteed a game. If you are a pleb, you're playing when we are missing a sub. So for example, All Signs is going to play against Robin a little bit. And then Alvaro, who's 500, is going to play against Dino Man with a plan. And then if any more subs want to join, you will get matched up with either a sub or a pleb. Oh, it's so good. Now you ended up playing that opening 100 times? That's exactly the type of stuff I want to hear, though. Like, I want to hear people trying out new things. And then finding out that they might actually like it. Or maybe they hate it and then we'll never play it again, which is totally fine too, but at least you tried. This is cool though. This is an interesting game. There's a lot of sacrifices going on now. Knight takes e4 is interesting, but there was this in-between move with rook takes a8, so it's not quite an effective discovered attack. Because white was able to get this rook out of the way, and now they're actually up a piece. But it's okay, because black has plenty of compensation in the form of extra pawns. Or two, specifically. And the pair of bishops. Rainbow Knight. No knights anymore, but with the pair of bishops. You're good. You're after Alexandru. It's gonna be you against Hema. So make sure Alex and Thug, make sure you're ready online. As Rainbow Knight takes home another pawn. Pretty fascinating stuff here, honestly. My tea is so strong. I'm having like a Chinese tea that my parents gave me. And oh my gosh, it has such thick tannins. It's probably like a pour or something. With how tannic it is. Bruh. I mean, honestly, Black's opening has like... Black's sacrifice on e4 has ended up really working out. Because they have used their pair bishops to really pressure white. And gotten their queen and rook onto the second file. And this king is kind of under attack. It's fascinating. Fascinating stuff. I could take the tea bag out. Or I could just sit here and sip this. Now this is fascinating too. We're back on the second. So this is why there's this saying that rooks on the second are pigs, basically. It's deeper than that. They're not just pigs, but basically the way that it goes is something along the lines of like rooks on the second are able to gobble everything up just because of how strong everything is. That's just okay. Oh boy. Whew! Interesting game. I gotta admit, I was a little nervous for Rainbow Knight in the middle there. I think King Trump did not defend as well as they could have. But well played by both sides. Rainbow Knight did come out ahead. They are a little bit higher rated. Not the sound is sacrificed, but they did really well with what they were given. Okay, next up, we've got Alex against Pranav Murdy. Alex is maybe on mobile, maybe not online. So Pranav, if you don't mind just sending this guy a little challenge, that would have been great. Thank you very much. Oh, you are online? Are you on your mobile phone by any chance? You are playing black, Pranav. Yeah, I'm insanely ADHD and I'm a very fast typer, so. You're on both? Maybe that's why you're not showing up online? Okay, just send a challenge, Pranav. You're black. I'll just follow you. It's okay. All good. Okay, good luck. So far, the left side is leading. Team Blue is leading. Team Orange is currently down 2 points. Once again, the side that gets the green, more of the green, is going to be... Sorry, depending on... Here, I'm going to do it this way. This would make more sense. Based on which side wins, I'm going to color it. Based on that team color. So right side's always going to be Team Orange. Left side's always going to be Team Blue. Starting out with a reversed London, which is actually just the Slav. The Slav. A quiet opening for black. I mean, it's our very first time running full subs versus subs, so I'm figuring out how exactly would this work, because it used to be so easy to say, like, plebs. But now, I gotta say, like, Team Blue versus Team Orange. Okay, so after this game is going to be AS Money against Hema, Cloud versus Shadow, Pinto versus Kaze, Meister versus Real Zero. And then after that is Rob versus All Signs, Alvaro versus Dino Man, Gary versus Knashi. Kako is going to play against Major Tom, and then Schwebfliege is going to be playing against Blunder Pippo. Cute. Cute. Setting up for some tactics over here. Alright, Alex does spot it. What does it mean? Pinto? I don't even know how to pronounce it. Free pawn for Pranav? I don't want to know? Okay. Well, maybe I should stop saying it. I guess I should just call them GT. GT is maybe a little bit better. So, Pranav is now up a pawn. They are up a pawn. Some decisions to be made in this spot. I don't know. I don't have any good ideas. I got no good ones. I mean, Alex is running very low on time, so regardless of where this game goes positionally, being up 42nd is quite an advantage. Quite an advantage. I've played Magnus in football. Like, I played soccer with him when I was 15, and I've played poker with him. But I've never played chess with him. One day I'll play chess with him. Yeah, I've played 2 games that are neither of our main games. And somehow he's better than me at both football and poker. So, there's always that. He's never won against me in chess. He's only beaten me at both football and poker, which, yeah. And this game is not looking very good for Team Blue. Not looking too good. Too bad you can't play TFT, heads up, but like League of Legends, ARAMs, 1v1 would be crazy. Yeah, of course I've played football. I feel like everybody has played football at one point in their life. And by playing football, I mean I kicked a ball around and tried to score. It was also indoor football because we played in Iceland and it was an indoor field. I would have said no, yeah. Fair enough. Hey, Crimps, thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome to the pool party. Appreciate ya. I mean, Pranav has let their time go a little bit. It's still not looking great for white, but I feel like Pranav is maybe trying too hard to checkmate here and not trying hard enough to just win the game. So anything can still happen. I could never beat him in chess. I mean, unless he took insane time odds. But... why would we trade off the queen, though? I don't understand. Why are we getting flagged in this game? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. I can just see how this is gonna go poorly. I mean, Pranav has 7 seconds left on the clock. At least the time... okay, Pranav is doing the good old take off all of white's pieces because then at least you can't get flag trick. Okay, it goes down to the very last millisecond. Black does win on time from what was a very convincing mate in 2. Is this not checkmate in 2? Why didn't we just go with a check? You know how you can checkmate your opponents? By delivering checkmate. I know. Crazy concept. Crazy concept. It's a hard one to figure out. Alright, next game. We got Hema against AS Money. But that was an easy win on move 33 instead of giving everybody a heart attack. Skrilosaurus is going to be playing white against AS Money. Good luck to both of you guys because you're both subs. Don't forget, now you're just representing whichever team you're in. So if you're white, you're playing... if you're playing on the blue team, you're repping the blue team. If you're playing on the orange team, you're repping the orange team. The orange team is currently down 1 point. It's 2-1. 2-1. Today it's subs versus subs, actually. Mostly. There's a couple plebs thrown in here. But other than that. This is the crab. According to chess.com, it's the where, but it's the crab. The crab is a better name for it. So, they're both 400. My expectations are not too high. That being said, though, I rather like Skrilosaurus Rex's opening because it's actually given them a strong center. Bum, 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 bum. Thanks, Gary. I mean, you can only see the tail tip of my cat right now, so... Look, Skrilosaurus Rex is out there doing stuff. I like the concept. Oh, can you? Yeah, I guess you can see 1 ear. You can see one, literally. You literally don't even know if it's cute right now. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Once again, they're 300s. Expectations are not high. But, so far, they're doing pretty okay. They're doing pretty alright. Oh my god. Bro! Alright, there's some things happening in this game. There's some things happening. Hey, at least this is a double attack, right? Triple attack. It's a triple attack. All good. All good. There's things going on. Oh my god. I mean, honestly... How is that the sequence of moves we settled on? I would just love to know. I would love to understand. Alright, at least we took that. Jeez, Thomas, jeez. I can't just disqualify 2 players on quality of game. Once again, I already prefaced this. The expectations are on, like, parking level, you know, minus 10. They're 300. They're 400. At least you can say one thing confidently about this game. They are not smurfing. That's for sure. We have seen good 400s. Now, I'm not saying these guys are not good 400s. I'm just saying it's Look, Skrillesaurus Rex has one goal, and that is to flag their opponent. And I respect that, because a flag is indeed a win. Who cares about the quality of, you know, your tactics and stuff, but... I mean, this is some fun stuff. This was really fun. First of all, this is a free night, obviously, for AS Money. And then AS Money managed to move the queen back to one place where there's a fork. Skrillesaurus Rex told us that they saw the fork, so they deliver the fork, and then proceed to not take the queen. So, you know, it's all good. At the end, water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. It does mean that Team Orange is tying it up, though, with Team Blue. In what was a very intense game. With a lot of back and forth. Exhilarating stuff. Alright, next game. We have Cloud against Shadow Monarch. It is subs versus subs, but we have a pleb stand-in because we do not have we did not have another sub at Cloud's rating. And as I say that, Shadow is actually not online. So we're gonna see if Kanashi is online. You are on mobile. Okay, Cloud, do you mind sending them a challenge then? This is their chess.com username. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're making them fight each other. Today is subs versus subs, mostly. But we'll try to get this game between Cloud and Shadow Monarchs started. I see you online, Cloud. You gotta send them a challenge on chess.com though, because they are on mobile and I can't start the game. So yeah. If you don't mind sending them a challenge, that would be great. Thank you. And then after this, we have GT Pinto against Kaze. Meister against Real Zero. Rob against All Signs. Alvaro versus Dino Man. Gary against Knashi. Kako against Major Tom. Shrebfleege versus Blunderer Pippo. And if we have any more subs that would like to participate, you're more than welcome to. Pinto is less funny than Pinto? Okay. Yep, I see you guys are playing. Good luck, Cloud. I'm doing quite well. I'm gonna find out that I've been saying a bad word for like the last 3 streams. But I'm gonna feign ignorance. So I have no idea what it means. I genuinely don't have an idea of what it means. I will start the game for you, Kaze, as long as you're not on your mobile. If you're on your mobile phone, let me know. Because then it's a little different. Means painted? Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I was thinking of the horses or pinto beans. They're beans. You're on your PC? Okay, the game will start automatically for you then. You just have to be on the link that we have pinned up above. Shouldn't be too hard. You don't have to do anything. Usually you can just sit back and relax. This is some high-level chess. Sit back, enjoy the high-level chess as Cloud is repping the blue team. Monarch already has some weaker pawns, but they do also have the pair of bishops. So it's an interesting position over here for the 2300, almost 2300 Cloud, and the 2233 Shadow. The Shadow Monarch. How many Brazilians do we have in the chat? Or I guess how many people speak Portuguese? Because I guess if you're from Portugal, you probably also have some understanding of Pinto. Yo, what's up? I have had so much caffeine today. I've had a dirty chai, which was chai with 2 shots of espresso. And then I have more caffeinated tea, so now I'm on like 3.5 shots of espresso. Oh, jeez. All right, see how it is. Honestly, I'm not hyper. I'm more just like, I had a really long photo shoot. Well, not long. It was kind of long, but it was also just freezing. It just took a lot of energy because it was cold out. I am pretty jittery right now. But yeah, I had a busy day, so I'm just highly caffeinated. Highly caffeinated. Probably a little too much caffeine. But it's alright. It's also just harder for me to get through the day while in the morning. Yeah, but when I say chai, I'm thinking of that very specific type of chai. Like, I know chai means tea in Hindi, but... What does it make a good... What makes a good photographer? Somebody who understands their camera really, really well and is able to direct and have a vision. I think preparation makes a really good photographer. Somebody who like has an idea, I'm gonna use this lens for this type of shot, I'm gonna use this setting, I'm gonna use this type of like lighting and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. fascinating game, though. This is a fascinating game. It is a very warm little hat. But it's not even a hat. The top of it. It's like a scarf thing. Alright, Cloud has sacrificed a pawn that his opponent has actually not captured yet in exchange for a lot of play on the king side. But it is going to an endgame, so I'm very curious how this is going to go. There are definitely phone photographers out there, and they take their craft really seriously because we are all not utilizing our phone cameras optimally, for sure, absolutely. But like, the average person is also not going to get the value out of spending like 2 hours studying how to use their phone camera necessarily, so you know. But yeah, camera gear is pretty hard to operate. I don't know why. It's not... There's definitely, like, cameras you can just pick up and shoot, but a lot of the more high-tech cameras take a lot of work. Take a lot of work. Fair enough, Thomas. I mean, Cloud has 24 seconds left. Their position... They were the one trying to checkmate their opponent. Now, it is their opponent's turn to try to checkmate them. I personally would not have gone down this route, but this is fascinating because the king has tucked themselves away on d6 and is now actually protected by black pawns over here. This could be anybody's game. Black has no checks in this position, so both sides are playing to, you know, not be checkmated. This could really be anybody's game. A nail biter, that's what they call this. Now, it's a question of who is able to flag the other. As it goes down to the very last seconds. And it looks like it's actually going to end in a draw because Black has run out of time. So, once again, if Cloud was really trying to flag, if they had a little more time, they would have just moved the rook out of the way. Being up 0.9 seconds. But also, I'm pretty sure this middle game was just completely winning at this point. Once they figure out... I think this was a really, really smart idea, by the way, hiding the king here. This was genius. But yeah, the execution is giving this check first and then just taking the rook. Always look for those checks, captures, and threats. Very hard when you have 11 seconds. But goes to show how legit that is, like, all the time. Like, it doesn't matter what phase of the game you're in. Checks, captures, and threats. But that was a really beautiful finish to the game. Started out slow. Got better. Alright, next up, GT Pinto against Kaze. Kaze Kiri. Pinto is going to take the black pieces. Kaze is rated 100. Might have never played a game of chess before. Are you on your phone by any chance, Pinto? I have minimal nails to bite right now. If I don't have nail polish on my nails, I will bite my nails. It's such a bad habit. You're not on your phone. Okay, do you mind clicking that link that is up above, please? That's true. You know what? You can't start at 100, so that means you must have started at 200 and then lost 100 rating points, which is more impressive. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Kaze did play before, yeah. No, 100 is the minimum elo. But you can't actually get 100 elo because when you start out with a new account on chess.com, put yourself as like absolute beginner. I think they give you at least 200. Okay, good luck. Good luck to both of you. The game has automatically started. If you guys have clicked over to the right webpage. If you have not, I will give it another try in a moment. I will give White more time. Because I think they're gonna need it. Yeah, so typically you start at a slightly higher rating and then you gotta fall down. You gotta lose a few games to get to 100, that's for sure. Yeah, absolutely. That just reminds me of this one time. I saw my friend's rating, Raz. He's like a lead caster, and that was literally the first time I've ever seen somebody with a 100 rating. Yeah. Well, no, it's a Luffy hat. Luffy. Because of One Piece. Apparently One Piece is doing a season 2. Bro, I haven't even started season 1. Those guys are insane. How are they still going? Y'all think the creator of One Piece like hates it by now or anything? Like, you think after 20 years or so he's like, bro, if I gotta draw one more page. Yeah, that was just one season. They just had one ongoing season with like 1,000 episodes or something. They had different arcs. Nice, Falcon. They're getting the marketing. I'm glad that Oda loves writing One Piece. I really am glad to hear that. I would not go as far to say season 1 on Netflix, the live action is too good. I will go to say they did make it. It more or less stayed true to the story, so, you know. But it's great. I'm glad that he loves it. I love hearing people who have done the same thing basically for their entire life loves what they do, because you also hear so many people that don't. I am 0% caught up on One Piece. I have infinite One Piece merch. Like, I have this. I have that pillow in the back. That's a wanted poster for Nami. What is happening here, by the way? What is this sequence of moves? Okay, look, it's fine. And then I have this little notebook. And then I have some other stuff. But, I mean, once again, expectations for this game, because it is between 100 rated and 263, are parking level minus 20. I don't even know if they make parking levels that deep, but, like, I could never do the mangaka lifestyle. It seems intense. It seems like you're not being paid enough, you're not respected, and you're not... I don't know. I guess now it's a little different. Now you're respected, but when these guys first started, it was like, are you insane? What are you, weird? Yeah, I do a lot of One Piece cosplays because I love the aesthetics, but I've mentioned this before. I don't really like the story that much because I don't like pirates as a concept. Because they're just kind of dirty and they get scurvy. And you don't shower for like 3 months because you're in the ocean. Just not for me. Mangaka is a manga artist. The people who draw and write mangas. But yeah. Not particularly. No. Everything was like too dirty for me. I mean, Kaze is up a queen. What could possibly go wrong over here? Exactly, Kevin. Space pirates now. That's the future. Kaze is playing very well for somebody who's 100 rated. This game can still be either person's game, though. Like, this is by no means going to be... Yeah, pirates have cats. This is true. There should be an anime about, like, you know the warrior cats? They should do that, but for cats. I mean, sorry, pirates. I would watch an anime about pirate cats. No, I do not know about this. Makes sense. He has a lot of open wounds. I mean, Kaze needs to play a touch bit faster. A touch. "16 seconds? Yeah, cats go in boots, exactly. He would make everybody walk the plank. Bro takes no survivors. Oh god, it'd be awful. Gotta play a touch faster. I mean, Kaze played such a wonderful game. But alas, time. All of our worst enemy. Because one day, we're all gonna die due to time. We can't outrun time. That's the one thing you can't outrun. But somebody got a brilliant move though, which is kind of great. This is what you want to do in life too. You want to farm some brilliance. Oh, nope. Lied. There was no brilliant. But you guys still played a really good game. Good job taking the queen. I think that was good. I think you were completely winning. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. You can avoid flags in chess, but not IRL. Exactly. No, Kaze, no! This win does go to Pinto! Which means everybody in the first field... Sorry, in the first, group are actually gonna get wheel spins. So, congratulations to everybody over here. We'll do the wheel spins now. As blue team has won. Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right. This game was a draw. Thank you. I lied. You guys are not getting wheel spins. Because now we have the final boss fight between Checkymate and Padkron to see which team gets wheel spins. So it's currently 3.5 against 2.5. Ooh. That does mean if this ends in favor of the orange team, there's going to be an death by not death, obviously. There's gonna be Armageddon game between Rob and All Signs. So you guys better get ready. If it's another draw, it's all just sudden. It just goes to sudden death. It just goes to sudden death. Yes, you can make a draw to get your team to win. Now, are you gonna do that? So last game, Kaze had white, which means this game, Meister has white. Alright, please be online. Are you on mobile? No, it's not gonna be actual Armageddon. It's just gonna be like sudden death. You guys are just gonna play a regular 3-0 game. But we do need Meister Sensei online for this game to start. You're online? Okay, good luck to both of you. You're both subs. You're both representing subs. But in this case, one of you guys is on the blue team and the other's on the orange team. So, if you're on the orange team, you're rooting for Padkron. If you're on the blue team, you're rooting for Checkymate. And then after this, we have Rob against All Signs. And then against Spindlertron, we're gonna have you play against Space Viper. If Space Viper is still here, if Space Viper is not here, we are gonna have you play against Krimsk. Wait, Krimsk is a sub. I saw you sub earlier. Okay, Krimsk has been moved over to the sub category. Congratulations. So we're gonna have you Spindlertron against Nathan, and then Krimsk is gonna go up against, let's see, Cassandra, I guess. Close rated. Alright, this should work. Hell yeah. This is an opening I don't know anything about, so I can't even commentate if it's theory or not, but they are 1877, which means my expectations are on, like, you know, level 6 of the shopping mall. I'm expecting pretty good stuff, high quality products, high quality moves. I better not see any queen blunders in this game. And once again, don't forget, you're repping your team. Did you? This is an interesting sacrifice. You're taking this pawn to lose this horsey, but you have a lot of other ideas. It goes up as high as, you know, Hikaru's level, so... Well, let's say there's 34 levels to this mall. Or something. This is one of those crazy Asian shopping malls. You've got 3 different floors for food halls. There's a shopping market. I mean, like a grocery shop in there. There's also an IKEA. There's even a skating rink on the 10th floor. While you're at it, you know, there's also a team labs on like floor 20. Don't forget all your 7 floors of luxury shopping. And then there's like all the H&Ms and Zara's and stuff on the lower levels. And then you have also all the local brands on a different level. Oh, don't forget the fact that there's also going to be like 5 floors of a ski hill. There's maybe even a roller coaster. But yeah. There's going to be like a realistic European floor where it's just like cobblestones and... Anyways. Asian malls are insane. Insane, insane, insane. This is one of those malls. White's taking their time to contemplate life and hopefully come up with a plan so they can play faster for the next few moves. Because I'm not actually sure why we froze there for a minute to play Bishop D2. I mean, I think Bishop D2 is a pretty logical move. You're defending your horsey, or... Yeah. There's an aquarium in this mall. Don't forget that. There's a lot going on in this mall. There's something in this mall for everyone. Someone on YouTube just said a planetarium and golf course. Yeah, I love that. That's a great idea too. Okay, so Meister has caught up on time. This is a game between 2 people who probably really enjoy thinking, as they are taking their sweet time making these moves, and they're only on move 19. The 600 against the 800 that played earlier today played way faster. And not necessarily worse quality. So I'm just saying, rating these days, man. Oh, I would have done this the other way. I would have used the queen to check first, but... maybe not. Maybe this is fine too. I don't know. Thinking for so long, King D8 is diabolical. I mean, yeah, every other move is checkmate, other than blundering the queen. But hey, I mean, this has been an interesting game because I'm genuinely curious how the thought process has been. They've both played a tad slow on what has appeared to be probably quite logical moves for players of this rating. So I'm just curious how the thought process went. But at the end of the day, Meister Sensei does take it home for Team Blue. Congratulations to Team Blue. We'll pay out the prediction. Left side. Wow, left side was the overwhelming majority of the votes, which probably is because Kate Gorman started out with a win. So, contemplating sacking, that's not a bad thought. Not bad at all. I can't say that it's necessarily the best usage of time, but at least you're thinking about it. So yeah. Lose, never lose. Okay, so we got a wheel spin over here. Does this look right to you guys? Did I add anything last time? Okay, so for all the subs that won and didn't win, but as long as you were on Team Blue, you do get a wheel spin. Style points. Potential Flex Friday. So our very first wheel spin is for Rainbow Knight. I get to tell a joke. How lucky for you guys. It's already after New Year's, so I guess like we should just go for normal jokes. What's like... Oh! I almost spilled this. Huh. Okay. Hope you're ready for this rainbow night. What did the bison say to his son when he left the ranch? Bye, son. An easy one, so everyone in chat can get it. Yay! Okay, next wheel spin. You're welcome, Rainbow Knight. Rainbow Knight is just like, I regret my life choices before. Best joke all year. Next up for Kate Gorman. Oh! You almost got a game. I don't even know if Kate Gorman wanted to play me, so maybe he got saved, maybe he didn't. But, alright. Oh gosh. Hope you're ready for this one. Some of these are so bad. Oh. This one's very appropriate for today. You don't want to play me? Okay, that's fair. I like your username. Wait, you're not Kate Gorman. Kate Gorman's also a great name, but I remember you, Apollo and Layla. Why did the coffee taste like dirt? Because it was ground just a few minutes ago. But nice. I appreciate when people have matching usernames everywhere. Alright, hope you guys are enjoying these. Next up, a wheel spin for Alex. Alright. Alex, you can ask me either chess advice or general advice or whatever you would like. Another wheel spin over here for AS Money. Even though you guys did not win, that's okay because your team won! Oh, well, AS Money, if you want to play a game against me, you're more than welcome to do so. Wheel for Cloud. Drumroll. Cloud just got VIP for a week. Hell yeah. Have you played before? I think the wheel landed on no, right? When you were participating in the other thing. Okay. We'll go through everybody who is still lined up because we got a ton of people who are still lined up, and then I'll play you. But congrats, Cloud, on being VIP for the week. My advice is to never speak again because then you'll remain VIP for the rest of your life because I will for sure forget. Okay, next up, wheel spin for Pinto. Also, a chess game against me, if you would so choose. And then Meister. Meister gets advice. Whether chess or general, both are totally fine. Whatever you would like to ask. I purge VIP sometimes, do I? Okay. Sounds good. We'll get everybody's games done and then I'll play against you guys both. Not at the same time, but I'll play against y'all. Congrats to the team that won. This is the perk of being a sub on this channel. And next up, we've got this game between Rob and All Signs. Okay, All Signs is not online. So, Rob, can you send all signs a challenge, please? Okay, so theoretically, if you're playing black in a classical tournament in a must-win yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you are an honorable chess player, if your opponent bomb clouds, you have to bomb cloud back. Obviously. There's no other option. If you don't, then that's treason. That's literal treason. And then next up, we've got Alvaro against Hergon. If this game is not starting signs, you've already taken up like 5 minutes of our time by not being online. So we're gonna move on to Alvaro against Dino Man for now. If you guys could click on that link, please do so. Be ready to go when the game gets close to you. Oh, speaking of, Gary, you're on mobile, right? Okay, sounds good. No response. That means they're probably not here. So, you're gonna play against Q-Pop of Pain. Queen of Pain! I hope you're ready. Well, did your opponent also send you a challenge? So, did you see the challenge, potentially? Alright. Well, I was talking to all signs, but I have tried starting the game, and I have also tried... Like, it just doesn't show you as online, and you're not getting... I don't know what's happening with your chess.com, but it's worked for everybody else, so I have a feeling that it might not be our fault. But yeah. Please do, don't search for anybody, Petty. May you please just click the link up above? Thank you. You don't need to go anywhere. It is easy to participate. All you do is click the link. Okay, good luck, Q-Pop! And then next up is gonna be Alvaro against Dino Man. I don't know if Alvaro is still here, so Alvaro, are you around? And then we have Gary against Knashi, Kako against Major Tom, Shrebfleege against Blunder Pippo, Spinelotron against Space Viper, Krimsk against Cassandra. Wheel spins. Rob is going hard at this. This is definitely a very powerful potential pawn on e6. Whew! Happy New Year! Yeah, I went to one of my favorite restaurants for New Year's. Streamed a ton for Christmas and New Year's. I mean, I think Rob had a much better move than Bishop b5. But... I think what was better here was knight takes first. But, I mean, if the opponent plays a6, this could still be really good for Rob. Will be crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff. Oh my gosh, Mickey. That's funny. That's amazing. I love that. Good one. The wheel's just here. Some fun stuff. Yeah, it's looking pretty good for Rob, but you never know what might happen, which actually reminds me. Damn, that's crazy. Okay. We're gonna start a prediction. Who wins this best of 7? Blue team or orange team? I'm just letting you know. Rob is off to a really good start. Yep, Everything is equally weighted. I would go to Mickey's Netflix special. Also, we're no longer taking anybody. Isha is gonna be our last game of the day, and they're gonna play against Adin Rincho unless we have... No, we don't really have anybody closer rated. So... That's a good move. It's pinned. Yeah, I see you're here in the queue. Unfortunately, we don't have any subs that are your rating. So what could happen is that Alvaro is not here and they've already left. Is Blunder or Pippo here? If you are not here, I guess you can't speak up. But if you are not here, then you don't respond. You don't mind playing against a higher rating? I don't have anybody higher rated. Unless like 2,000, which is... Yo, Polo! Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. I appreciate that. Guys, if you got a gifted sub from Polo, please make sure you're thanking them. Thanks so much. I don't know. You're asking questions. Your rapid is 2,000? Okay, let's see when it gets to you, because yeah, raising your hand if you're not here doesn't quite work, huh? I'm just trying to see who's still here, because it looks like Hergon might not have a game. But then, again, I don't think Blunder or Pippo is here anymore, because I haven't seen them in a bit. What the hell just happened? Bro, this is crazy stuff. Yo, Rob, how did we throw so hard? Asking for a friend, because I don't understand. Why didn't we take the queen? Why did we blunder the queen? Oh my god. At least we're still, at least White's still up on time, you know? This is, quite the turn of events. Quite the turn of events. I mean, it's still 23, could still be anybody's game. Oh wait, I shouldn't have done that. Because now I'm gonna need to. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, the only thing that matters is that at least White won on time. That's all that matters. Was it messy? Yeah, but that was crazy. Alright, well, congratulations to Stanford on winning a game that you absolutely did not deserve to win. So, you know, I hope you take that one home and pop open a bottle of champagne or something to go with that one. Because that was really impressive. Alright, turns out your opponent is here. So, Alvaro, you're going to be up against Dino Man with a plan. Good luck to both of you. Better luck to Alvaro, because Alvaro's the sub in this situation. And then after this is Gary, and then Kako, Schwebfliege, Spinelotron, Krimsk, and then Isha. Yeah, that game was crazy. Whew! Rough stuff, rough stuff. They are 500 rated. Both of them are 500 rated. The games have been actually really good tonight. I mean, some of them have been less good than others, but they've given us plenty of content, which is what we're always looking for here. I can't say everybody has played at the rating level that I've expected them to play at, which is actually good news. But yeah, so after this game is going to be Gary against Rob, do you coach? Whoa, 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 Crumbs, why are we needling him like that? Gary against Kanashi, Kako against Major Tom, Shrebfuge against Pippo, Smidlatron against Viper, Krimsk against Cassandra. Now, if any of these people are not here, then people who have queued up previously will maybe get a chance, but this is why it pays to be a sub. Because subs are guaranteed games and plebs are not. Unfortunately for the plebs. Yeah, I'll play poker in a little bit. Whenever we wrap up these games, and then I'm gonna play against 2 people that got wheel spins that landed on play game against me. I mean, we've played 7 moves, and both players have used 1 minute. This is not a fast game. That's crazy. It's crazy. Woo! This is 3-0. No increment, by the way, guys. If you want to finish a game, you do need to play at some point. Gotta make some more moves. We stopped taking new people a little while ago. Unfortunately for all plebs. Once again, the only chance for people to get a game now is if your name already made it onto this list. Oh, I see your name's already on this list, so if anybody steps out, is not here, then you do have a chance for a game. But we're gonna give everybody who queued up first the opportunity to show up and play. First come, first serve. I mean, this has been a pretty solid game for 500s, right? Once again, they're taking quite a bit of time, so I can feel that these players are perhaps a little bit more, you know, rapid players than anything else, but... yeah, I haven't heard a peep from some of these guys, so... Alvaro. Oh! Woo! All right. It's anybody's game at this point. 40 seconds to 37. Anybody's game. Anything can happen. Oh my god, I've never seen so many queens blundered in like 2 moves. I mean, that's not true. There's probably worse out there, but this is pretty close. Literally, imagine taking that long to hand queen, only for the opponent to take also long and then hand his queen, and then... oh boy. It's been a game, it's been a game. Still, I think that one was more of a misclick than an actual blunder. Like, obviously, I think he intended to take the queen and then just misclicked it, so... it could still be anybody's game, it's going down to the last 14 seconds. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, Sevens. 5, 4, 3. 3. Oh my gosh. Dino Man with a plan. Flags Alvaro in what was a very tense game. Which does mean that the orange team wins 1 point and puts the score at 1 versus 1. Okay, Gary, can you send Kanashi a challenge, please? I'm gonna go run to the bathroom. I'm gonna assume that's gonna take a little while for you guys to game to start because you guys are on mobile. So, whenever you guys start, I'll be right back. Make sure you guys get the game going. Whew! I mean, this... A rigged game, a rigged match could not have looked worse. This is not how I would have scripted it. And let me know by the time I come back if Kanashi is not here, and I'll find you a new opponent. Okay, BRB! BRB, make sure you send that challenge to Kanashi. And then after this is Kako against Major Tom. And Schwebfliege against Blunderer Pippo, who I have not yet seen in the chat, so very likely somebody will have to stand in. Alright. It's looking like Kanashi is not here, judging by the fact that the game hasn't started yet. So, what that means... Yeah. I hear ya. Seuse, are you here? If Seuse is not here, then it's gonna be... FSK. VJ, I hate to break it to you, but you're 1100. And when I say I'm looking for backup, it tends to mean that I'm looking for somebody a little closer rated to them. You might be a little too low rated for a 1900, but that's okay. So I don't think Seuse is here either, which means FSK, if you're here. We'll have you play. Can you send Seuse a challenge to see if they're here? I don't see them. That was not a wonderful game, but that's okay. Thanks. And then you can try FSK. And then if neither of these players are here, I'm not sure. We don't really have anybody close rated to you. So, we'll find out. 2600 bullet? Well, I don't think they're here anyways. This guy? Alright, I'm gonna delete people from this list if the challenge is set and they don't respond. So goodbye, Knashi. And then Shadow has already played. Suze doesn't seem to be here. Let me know if FSK is here. If not, otherwise, oh, sorry. You can just take time mods, I guess, against Vector. Like 1.5. 90 seconds against somebody who is half your rating. Well, not quite half, actually. They're 1100. So if you want to do that, I'm cool with that. Because it feels like FSK is also not here. Okay, sounds good. Alright. Send Vector a challenge then, please. I will manually take down your time. Cool. Thanks. Queue's already closed. So if FSK takes, not FSK, Vector accepts this challenge, Gary is about 800 points higher rated. So they're gonna play against Vector with 90 seconds on the clock. And Vector gets 3 minutes. Just to match this up a little bit. Because we do not have an opponent for them. Oh, you guys have already started? Alright. Sorry. White is supposed to have 1 minute 30. Okay, there you go. Good luck, guys. Good luck, luck, luck. I mean, so far, Gary is playing quite fast. Which is good. But to be fair, Gary is also a bullet player. So, like... not too surprised by the pace. Not surprised by the attack at all. Oh yeah, you guys should definitely mute the stream while playing. It can't be easy to play chess while yapping. Yeah, Gary has 30 seconds too much time. But honestly, when you're a bullet player, it's not like you're using the rest of the time anyways. But this is what we do. If we can't find equally matched ratings, we just scramble it up a little bit. Gary has a very good position. Vector, hang on for dear life with 1 minute 50 on the clock. Work with what we got. Work with the people that we got. How much fun is that? Gary's in the game, but Vector is also still in the game. I mean, Vector is only down in exchange. Gary, having started out with less time, is now just hitting the 1 minute mark as Vector is 30 seconds up on Gary, but rapidly letting their time tick down. Yo, my name is Indrid. Thank you so much for the tier 1. 45 months! Yo, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, that is called a pin. No, that is definitely a pin. It's looking like a slight slaughter over here on the chess streets. A tough game here for Vector. Vector was hanging on for a bit, but unfortunately he is going to get checkmated by Gary, who entered this game with a plan, and that plan was to play fast and good. And for once, I actually didn't see Gary really blunder, so I'm impressed. Okay, next up is a game from Kako versus Major Tom. Good luck to you guys. I think Major Tom actually gets white. For once, you didn't play terrible. I was expecting worse. I'm joking. If you're on the orange team right now, you are rooting for Major Tom. Because you guys are currently down 1 point. And then after this, we have Schwebfliege versus Blunderer. All the games today have been, like, going down to the last couple of seconds. Yeah, you're welcome. It was almost a compliment. Keck. But yeah, there's some good chess being played, some bad chess being played, but regardless, people are really spending their time coming up with moves, coming up with somewhat tactics. I mean, this is an interesting position because the Borg very often with the white pieces. I'm kind of curious to see how Major Tom is going to tackle it. Okay. Okay, this is a very open position for move 9. Could be anybody's game. Could be anybody's game. They're very close rated. White does have this open half open H file to deal with. But black also has to decide where they're gonna castle at some point. Bigger than I had my 2 front teeth. Jeez. Indeed. Kind of wild. Kako letting their time tick down. Presumably looking for a juicy little tactic. Or not, or just winning a free pawn. That's cool too. Yeah. Once again, if you're on Team Orange, you really do want your representative to win. Free piece. But Major Tom at least has the time advantage. If you're on the blue team, you are absolutely rooting for Kako. I mean, there was nothing he could have done, but that was judge, jury, executioner from Kako. I mean, yeah, that was a tough game for White. I don't know what I probably, if I'm playing against the Borg, I wouldn't castle onto the side that I've already opened my opponent's rook on. Because, like, this is the dream situation for black. Over here, but GG's to both of you guys. Next up, we got Schwebfliege against Blunderer Pippo. Schwebfliege is gonna take the white pieces over here. Whee! Neither player is online. I don't know if Schwebfliege is still here. Yeah, so far the only orange player that won is you. That's true. Yes, it is. It's that guy. You're 0-2 against Kako? Oh boy. These sub versus subs matches. You guys are gonna have some beef going on. I don't know if Schwebfliege is still here, so we might need to move on to Spindeletron for a moment. Oh, you are here? Okay, perfect. Pippo is not here, so that means you're up. If you're is still here. A stand-in for Team Orange. You're here? Okay. Good luck to both of you. Team Blue versus Team Orange. It's off. If Schwebfleege wins this one, then everybody on Team Blue is going to get a wheel spin. Which is not entirely unlikely. This is an interesting opening, actually. This is like... I don't even know what type of setup this is. It feels like the opponent played something we did not expect, and we're still going for our usual system, which is not healthy, actually, at 600. Having systems or opening moves that you play, regardless of what your opponent plays, is not always the worst thing. This is quickly transforming into some type of... Dude, I don't even know. Nimzo. Queens. This is just a D4. This is just a Queen's Pawn opening. I got no idea at this point. I got no idea. Fascinating stuff. Fascinating, fascinating stuff. Once again, these are the 600s that are playing well. To be fair, if you trade off pieces, it's easier to have a good game, because it does mean there are less pieces you can lose. Exactly. Next up, Spindletron against Space Viper. Pause. Chimp. Oh yeah, English. Fewer pieces. Yeah, tell him, Hergon. Tell him. Feel that team spirit and realize why you don't play team games. The best part about chess is that it's usually a solo game, and sometimes the worst part about chess is that it's a solo game. Because if you lose, the only person you can blame is yourself, and if you win, well, the only person you can congratulate is also yourself, so... Alright, good night, Hema. Get some rest. Still a very, very solid game by both parties. White is down a pawn, and also down a little bit on the time. Bro, you're 900. 900s and 700s are really like the same rating. It's not a big difference. Trust me. Schwebfleege is down 30 seconds, though. It's not the end-all be-all. This looked like a good move, because this is basically a skewer. If the bishop moves, he would have won the pawn, but your finds b4, which defends the bishop and attacks White's bishop at the same time, so a good move. Q is closed, Padawan. Q is closed. You're cooked. That's it. That was your one chance all year. You'll have to live with the fact that you lost your one game on stream in front of thousands. I'm joking. You're always welcome to come back in the future when we're doing one of these events. But not today. It's done for today. Yeah, you did. You did. Petty. Well, you didn't actually get cooked. Yeah, you both kind of cooked yourselves because you both played an awful, awful game in the nicest way possible. Like... Very politely, you all did bad. So, take whatever you want out of that. Alright, I mean, I think this game was actually better than some of the other games that I have seen. So, you know, I think it was okay. Shredfleet could have played a touch faster, but more importantly for Team Orange, Ur keeps it very, 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 very much alive. So congratulations to Ur for winning for Team Orange. Next up, we've got Spindelatron against Nathan Muss. I haven't seen Spindelatron in chat, so I don't know if they're here. Oh, Spindelatron is here. Nathan is not. Okay. That does mean we need another 800. So we'll see if Cassandra is here. Because then it would be Cassandra. Nope. Okay, well, you're up against Krimsk. You'll play a fellow sub. Because I think that's the closest rating I can pull off of this spreadsheet. Krimsk, whenever you're ready, just click the link up above. Yeah, just give it a Spindelatron. It doesn't work that way. Krimsk, you gotta win this one. And then you're on mobile. Okay, in that case, Spindelatron, may you please challenge Krimsk to a game of 3-0 unrated. Krimsk is white, so you gotta be black. Thank you. And then after this, we have Isha against Aiden for our very last game of the day. 1 game per person per day, so we can get everybody who wants to play a chance to play. But if you are on Team Orange, you're also 1 game away from losing, so a lot of pressure on Krimsk over here that I have put on him because his opponent didn't show up. He's got this, yeah. Krimsk, all the pressure is on you to win. Challenge sent? Okay. I will see the game presumably when it shows up. So, once again, make sure you guys are ready to go. Krimsk, if you're ready to go. Yeah, we have predictions are open earlier, but unfortunately right now they're closed. So the game should automatically start. No, this is their chess.com username. Okay, in that case, Krimsk, can you send Spindelatron a challenge? I'm just copying and pasting directly what they have sent for their chess.com username. If you're on the link up above, it should be ready to go, but if not, I'll maybe get... Okay, there we go. Alright, good luck to both of you. Grimps has chosen an interesting opening. An interesting opening. They are 700. So, for 752, 8 versus 854, actually, it's not even like... I don't know. Basically the same rating. I don't know what this opening was, but Queen of 3 is an interesting move to play in the opening. Mostly because you're usually actually trying to keep your queen safe. But other than that... Wow! This queen is going on adventures. I don't hate it. I do not hate it. Krimsk even finds bishop takes c6. That was the worry I had in this position for the white pieces, is that they might get distracted by the fact that their queen's under attack and go for a queen trade, but they find the in-between move with bishop takes c6, takes with the queen back, and then takes on a8. They really are doing the thing. Pulling 1 point back in for Team Orange means that Team Orange stays alive with this upcoming match between Isha versus Aiden. AD. Sorry, AD. AD is a little lower rated. They're only 1,000. Isha being 1375, but we could not find a closer pairing, so probably we'll have to play with a slight rating time disadvantage, Isha. You'll get 1 minute less than 80. Krimsk is starting to believe, as he should. He should believe in the soul of his position, the heartbeat of his pieces. You're not allowed to ban people, Gary, even if they choke. They already feel bad enough about choking. Think about all the jokes they missed out on. Oh? Pause, champ. Anybody that wants to make a move? Anybody here trying to make a move? Potentially, maybe. Alright, the move we settle on is h3, which is not even that bad of a move. Honestly, this is fine. It does put black in a... Krimska's been putting pressure on black. Black is definitely the one that actually has to do something with the position. Nice and cultured. That's a good joke. Look at chat coming up with good jokes. Where are you getting all these? I'm gonna use that one. I'll steal it. Oh no! We were eager for the check and we have thus lost our rook. Oof. Spindletron, not even taking the perpetual. We're back down to 24 versus 22. This is going to be a very close game. Could be anybody's game. Literally equal in time. That pawn is not going to be able to promote as Black's king is very much in range of snapping it up. Spindletron, though, however, does not recognize that he's able to move the pawn 2 squares up instead of moving it 1. However, that's barely going to matter in this position, as Black's king is once again in range of defending against the passed pawns. And he is also up on time. So, you know, got a lot going for him. It's gonna be a tough for Spindletron to mess this one up, as Krimsk manages to make one more move before flagging on time, but unfortunately let this game slip away from them. Once they blundered that rook, this was going so well for Krimsk until the very end over there. But that does happen under time pressure, and you know, if Krimsk had not blundered that rook, I would have argued and said he's probably on track to becoming 1,000 rated, but there is a reason they're 752. Still a well-played game. Okay, that does mean the blue team wins. So we just have a random game here, a fun game between Isha and AD. And Isha's gonna play with a minute less on the clock. This game doesn't count for much, but it's just gonna be for fun. And Isha has already won himself a wheel spin by being on the blue side. So, Isha, whenever you're ready, please do click the link above and I'll start the game. But GG's to Krimsk. GG's. And in the meantime, I'll start spinning the wheel while we wait for Isha to get online. So for our very first wheel spin, we have a 1 for Stanford Rob. Once again, Stanford, you can ask any question you would like for advice. You don't have to, but you can. Oh, sorry. Okay, the game has started. Black time is supposed to be 2 minutes, as Isha is 375 points higher rated. Your team lost, Hema. Unfortunately. Alright, wheel spin over here for Alvaro. Drum roll. Alvaro, you can also ask for chess advice, or general advice, or whatever advice you want. Up to you. And then a wheel spin over here for Gary! Gary landed on the best wheel, as usual. Awesome, awesome stuff. I hope you're ready, Gary. So what's better than dad jokes? Isha has, like, pushed up all of their pawns. I like this. I like this space. Aha! Alright. You only joined for wheel spin, you got a joke? Hell yeah! Oh gosh. What is a decent joke? Okay. What's the best animal in soccer? That's correct, Alvaro. Scorpion! Because it's scoring, but it's a scorpion. I felt like that was a Gary specific joke because he likes football so much. Oh no. Yeah. You get the point. Alright, wheel spin for Paco. VIP for a week! This game has gone by so fast. Wait, why did we not promote into a queen, Isha? Alright, you know what? The less... Oh, Kako's already a VIP? Oh no. Your name is Kako Chess, that's why. Alright, VIP for a week. Congratulations. Okay, next up, wheel spin for Schwibfliege. Look, if he had just promoted that queen, his life would be a lot easier. Oh no! Our first whammy for the day. Aw. GG Schwebfliege. Alright, one more spin for Spindelatron. Oh my gosh, the wheel keeps landing on jokes today. Nothing, because it's on the house! I know that joke, hi Judd. I know that joke. What do you call a factory that only makes okay products? Satisfactory! Cause, like, yeah, hell yeah, Adam! Congratulations, you guys are on your way to becoming dads. You have the jokes done. Wow, this has actually been a beautiful game by Isha. While we were telling jokes here, Isha just calmly executed their opponent after recognizing... Well, maybe they didn't recognize the fact that they could have just promoted. But, like, they had so many opportunities to just promote here, and they just didn't take it. Which is fine, I guess, but... Who knew all along? They were actually going for the double pawn checkmate. Because why not? Instead of, who cares about promoting when you can just do this little checkmate. Kind of pretty. So, a wheel spin coming in for Isha! Blue team won by landslide. Yo! Isha just won themselves $5 on Phenom. I don't know if you have made a Phenom account yet, but I'm just letting you know that if you do, you'll get $5 on it. And if you don't, I'll respin it. I have to pay out the prediction. That's what I was trying to do. Blue team wins again. That's why blue's the best color. Phenom is the poker side we play on, so it's really more a question of, do you play poker? Okay, respin. Sounds good. It's a whammy. Sadly, which means they get nothing. And they gotta like it. Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick. And then we're gonna AS Money, if AS Money is still here. And then who was the second person that I owe a game of chess to? It was against Pinto, right? AS Money and Pinto. But yeah, if you play poker, offer still stands. You can get your 5 buckaroos on Phenom. You are. Okay, awesome. My game will be against you right after this. I just gotta run. I will BRB. Ba, ba, ba. Good job, team. Play lots of poker? If you play lots of poker, you should play on Phenom with us. That's usually where we play. Sign up and join. Okay, BRB. Alright, I am back. Katsuko moved a bit. Nice. Congratulations to Katsuko. Good for him. I'm glad that he's getting some activity on this cold winter day. Okay, so we're gonna play against AS Money. At least I still have AS Money's username, so that's nice. Congrats to everybody who got a game today. Congrats to you even further if you were able to win. If you were not able to win, then that's very unfortunate. But hopefully your team won. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the result, but it's about the friends we make along the way. And hopefully you don't hate your team because you won. Okay, I've sent you a challenge, AS Money. I need to find something, because one of my none of the above, but thanks. Alright, unlucky for you, bro. You did not have a good day, but, you know, sometimes it'd be like that. Can't win them all. I'm sure you'll have winning days in the future. My eyeliner is like, has been on for the majority of today, and it's starting to seep a little bit. So I gotta reapply some glitter underneath my eyes. I was trying to go for like a winter makeup look. This is probably so niche, and you guys probably don't know anything about winter makeup. But if we have any girls in the chat, I hope you understand the vibes I was going for. I love that 300s, 400s, I guess. I mean, he's 300 and 400 are basically the same rating. Are able to play the London. Move for move until move 7. I don't like gaudy makeup, so I've done like chess inspired makeup once. It was actually done by professional makeup artists while I was at an event. But yeah. I'm not a huge fan of checkers as a concept. Like, I really do not like black and white, which is why my chessboard is not black and white. It's red and black. Like, I don't have, like, that's why I never use, like, black and white stuff. I can't do it. It's just so gaudy. Not a fan of checkers. But if it's in, like, a slightly different color scheme, it's okay. But I think the contrast is a little too much for my eyes a lot of the time. Yeah, I like black and white photography sometimes. I like grayscale photography. That's very different from a specific checkered pattern, though. There's checkered patterns that I do enjoy, but I don't like plaid very much, for example. Despite being Canadian, I'm not a plaid person. I have very strong opinions about design. I'm just glad that this year checkers is not in. But you know what is in? Lace. No, but I'm fine with spots. I don't like black and white squares. I don't mind black and white dots. I'm forgetting her name now, but there's a very famous artist who does polka dots. I'm not saying I love her work, but it doesn't bother me. So. I don't think black and white necessarily sucks. I like houndstooth patterns, okay? No. This is a lady. She's really famous. Polka dot artist. She's one of the highest earning Japanese. Yayoi Kusama. That's her name. Yep. Yeah, Yayoi Kusama. I don't mind her works. It's very specifically checkers that I'm allergic to. Black and white checkers specifically. But like I said, I don't mind black and white houndstooth. Black and white houndstooth is very different from black and white checkers. Polka, I don't want to wear them myself personally, but if somebody is wearing polka dots, I'm not gonna be like, ew, get out of my sight. Whereas if I see people wearing black and white checkers, sometimes I will literally leave the room. I'm not even joking. There was this one time when I was at a party, at a rave, and there was this lady in like black and white checkered coat, and I literally was like, all right, I can't be in the same vicinity, and I left. Like, it was this drinks area, and I was literally like, I just can't. But like, once again, I said I'm very, very, very specific. If it's like pink and green or something, like if it's checkers but it's pink and green, I don't mind that much. Yeah, but it's very specifically checkers that are black and white. Dude, it's diabolical. I can't. If your squares are like this big and it's black and white, I'm just like... I don't mind it on floors. I do not mind it one bit on floors. That is the one thing I'm gonna say. I actually don't mind it on floors. I just don't like seeing it on people. There's a big difference between wearing it versus me being able to walk on it. Not the same thing. But it's okay. I'm never gonna ask someone to get out of my vicinity. I'm gonna exit the vicinity myself. It's totally fine. But, like, I don't mind if you look like a blue and purple chessboard or something. I don't mind if you look like an, like, pink and green chessboard. I don't mind if you look like a white and green chessboard. I just don't want white and black specifically. Like, I just have such an anti, like, black and white specific. I don't mind if it's white and yellow. There's a Versace collection that is beautiful. It's checkered. And this is like one of my dream dresses. Sabrina Carpenter wore it once. It's a little long. It was longer on the runway. But I like this. This is cute. I love this. I would wear this. For sure. But yeah. Claudia Schiffer was actually the one that wore it on the runway. But, okay, well, I also can't stand black and white Argyle. It's still checkers. Skewed 90 degrees doesn't make it not checkers. Alright, GG's AS Money. Thank you for playing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next up, we got Pinto! Hope you're ready, Pinto. I like the Croatian jersey. I like the Croatian jersey so much, actually, that I even have designed a jersey inspired off of the Croatian jersey for my upcoming clothing launch. I really, really like Croatian jerseys. I have nothing against red and white checkered patterns. I have mentioned this so many times, but it's very specifically, I do not like black and white. Cannot stand the sight of black and white checkers. I love how, once again, we have another 200 playing the London. Now, this might lie, and it might be saying that's the Queen's Pawn opening, but it's the London. It's the London. But yeah, I like that. That being said, I don't have a lot of stuff with checker patterns on it. I don't go out of my way to wear Argyle or anything. I feel like if I'm trying to refer to chess or something, I like it a lot more subtle. I actually mostly play card games. I play a lot of different poker games. I play Hold'em, play Omaha, I play Deuce to 7 Triple Draw, I play Badoogie, I play Pineapple. To not see the checker flag? Well, I mean, beyond that, it's also because I know Ferrari is not even going to come close to being the first person to see that checker flag, so... I don't even necessarily dislike the London. I've said this a lot, but like, honestly, to each their own. Play whatever you want. Hope it serves you well. But, like, this 263 is playing so damn well, playing the London. Why mess that up? You know, he's doing so great. Just let him keep playing the London. But I do think the opening is not great because it caps your skill level later on. It lets you get away with playing an opening that is very simple, and then you don't need to think too much about it. I just missed knight takes f2. It's not a big deal. I know this comes as a shock, but chances are high I'm not going to lose this game. Yeah, I'd rather just not spend over an hour and a half watching my favorite team lose, so. I will catch up on the highlights. I'll listen to radio calls, because those are always funny, and I'll check out what Alexandra Lemieux wore to the paddock. But other than that, why do I need to watch Formula 1? That's not what the wheel said, Beal. That's not what the wheel said. But yeah, I mean, Pinto has played really, really well. It's crazy that Pinto's only 263. How are you 263, bro? Like, for real. Are you higher rated in Rapid? Because what's going on? There's no way 263s are these days are like... Damn. They're 425 Rapid? Bro. That's wild stuff. Look at him. Definitely not a Smurf account. I've seen their games from earlier. Haha. But this game, they just played especially well. Especially well. Maybe Maple Leafs will finally stop fucking it up in the playoff season, but that's hoping for a lot. Hoping for too much. Asking the Leafs to not mess up is like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how they always do it. But GG's! Pinto, GG's, AS Money. You guys both played freaking fantastic. I gotta admit, AS Money played a little bit better than you did. AS Money. Pinto did a little better relative to their rating, so I'll just have you know that. But other than that, you guys both played great. You guys both are punching way, 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 way above your elo. Way above your elo. So, good job, guys. Alright. It's time for some poker, which means if you've been watching on YouTube, make sure you're coming over to Twitch. I don't even really feel like that's an insult. I don't know. What's wrong with, like, looking more masculine or feminine? I feel like I don't look particularly masculine right now. Austin Morton. I want to go to Singapore Grand Prix so bad. That's my goal for 2026. Not right now. I bet I could. I've never actually tried, but I have friends that are cosplayers, obviously, and every now and then they will cosplay like a male character, and I'll be like, holy crap, that's so damn good. So, anyways. I do agree with that, Spinelotron. I do agree with that. I am not playing competitive tournaments, but we are playing competitive tournaments on poker! I play poker competitively these days. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're coming over to Twitch so you can watch the poker as well. On the other side, make sure you're just following on Twitch and watching streams on Twitch, because that's where we actually read the chat. Yeah. Poker is a really fun game. So, did you join with code Nemo? Because if you did not, you're making a grave mistake that can cost you hundreds up to thousands of dollars. Because, as we all know, code Nemo gives the best prizes. Alright, goodbye, YouTube chat. Come say